Thank you for coming in, Francis. Welcome. This is a test interview. We know that you have recently come out into the public to share your life, like your experiences in religion, which made you repress your sexuality, and now you are trying to fix that misconception and help people. We think that your story is so important. This week we are celebrating the International Day Against Homophobia, so we think that your past will shine light on that subject. What do you think? Sounds great, huh? Yeah, I suppose it's because of my story from my past that I used to be a traditional Catholic priest, and when I was 28, I decided to leave, and now I'm an openly gay man, and I share my story online with social media and YouTube videos, so that's why I think that you asked me to come in for the interview. Yeah, exactly. You must have a lot of stories about homophobia. Well, my former religious community never accepted a homosexual lifestyle. I believed in the religion and I thought that it was the correct way to think. They had the conception that all gay men were very feminine, and I wanted to be like the other men that were around me. I just wanted to put that part of me into a box and hide it away in the dark crevices of my mind and try to forget about it as much as possible. That's horrible. I'm so sorry. How did that make you feel? It was bearable for a long time. I just constantly denied myself, and it led me to a point where I questioned who I was and what my identity was. When I realized that I no longer believed in God, that's when I decided to leave. But you must have experienced a lot of homophobia both in the church and outside of it, right? I mean, the church is against gays. Yeah, whenever there was any mention of homosexuality, because the doctrine talks about homosexuality being unnatural, there was this air of disgust. And yeah, it caused homophobia. I don't think it's necessarily because the people were bad. It was how they were taught to see the action of two men being together. It was just from ignorance, I think. Uh-huh, I see. Well, when you left, you must have made up for lost time. Did you just go crazy and try to enjoy all that you had missed during your time in religion? Like, were you loud and proud? Yeah, a few times I went to clubs, gay clubs, and I dated men. But my main focus has just been becoming a good person and having a stable lifestyle. I want to live a normal life. I want to one day have a family and just grow old with my partner and be happy. I don't find the gay lifestyle as it is seen in the news or movies or social media as something that I connect with. All of the interests that all gay people should have, I don't have those. I prefer to focus on my life and my passions and my friends and family, and that's it. So, no pride parades, grinder hookups, drinking, and partying? No, not really. I've never been to a parade. It's just not something that appeals to me. I think that real change happens when gay men begin to incorporate themselves within society and just show that it's just another normal way of behaving. I can see where people came from doing the parades and demonstrating and all of that. It makes perfect sense, just like with feminism, but there comes a moment where you have to take the next step and not just show everyone that you're against the past and you have to do everything against that structure that you don't agree with and that didn't accept you. You have to live a normal life. Okay. So, like, no rainbows or Speedo bottoms at the beach, no sexy photos in the mirror, no RuPaul or Netflix and chill nights. No. So, no pride parades, grinder hookups, drinking and partying. No, no. Well, one thing you must have felt is animosity against your religion and your past. Your family is still in religion, so did you cut them off? Did you tell them that you were going to create your own family now? You know, actually, I empathize with them. I know it sounds crazy, but I was in their shoes once. I was a believer and I lived my belief. So going into their shoes, I see where they're coming from. And I hope one day that they can see my life and see how I'm living my principles and accept me as a good person. But no, of course I don't hate them or anything. Yeah, obviously there's things that are difficult and things in my past that made my life difficult now, but I don't want to be the victim. I don't want to live my whole life just pointing the finger at my past and the people that maybe for good intentions or bad intentions affected me in a negative way. I mean, you got to keep living, you got to keep going forward, right? Okay, that's great. We're going to change subjects, okay? So many of our viewers are going to be dying to get to know who you are on a more intimate level. The sexy, long-haired, tattooed man that you are. What is your sexy experience now that you have come out? Yeah, I actually don't like to talk about any of that in public. Sex for me is something that is very personal and is a lot more than just something recreational. If you want to bring up homophobia, let's talk about it. I think that focusing on casual sex and doing the pride parades where everything is obviously overtly sexual causes bad taste in people who are more discreet and have a different opinion on what sex is. And I think the reality is most gay people are not obsessed with sex in that way. But that's the image that the whole world sees. I think that anyone who has gone through those types of moments in their life where they're constantly focusing on who they're going to hook up with, they realize that it doesn't make them happy and they want something more stable. So trying to perpetuate the idea of this free love lifestyle is doing no good whatsoever. Are you a top or a bottom? Did you hear what I just said? Have you ever been to a bathhouse? Or where was the craziest place that you hooked up with a guy? Sorry? What? What is your type? Skinny, tall, short, muscular? Well, I guess I'm into a real man who has his shit together. Can you just give us 1 second? WTF? What do we ask now? He isn't answering anything correctly. I don't know what we should do. This guy is ridiculous. Guys, I can still hear you. Yeah, give him the script. Here, take this. Can you change? Can you put these clothes on for a second? You want me to wear this? Okay. Where do I go? Okay, yes. Just answer the questions as they're written. Okay? All right, we're gonna start over. Do you know why we asked you to come in today? Yes, because of my past. That I suffered hate in my past from religion, and now, as an openly gay man, open hostility from other people. Yeah, exactly. You must have a lot of stories about homophobia. So many, I can't even count. Sometimes I can't even go onto Twitter because of all the hate that I receive for being a gay man. I have to take many mental health breaks. You must have made up for lost time when you left religion. Did you just go crazy and try to enjoy all that you had missed during your time in religion? Were you loud and proud? Yeah, being in religion sucked. It was so freeing to leave and spread my wings. I did everything. It was amazing to finally be able to experience other men and connect with them. I'm sure you know what I'm saying. Uh-huh. Pride parades, grinder hookups, drinking, partying. Everything. It was so great to finally be who I am and express my truth and live it. Top or bottom? Anything and everything. Where was the craziest place you hooked up with a guy? You want me to be embarrassed? Like I said, anything and everything and everyone. What's your type? Skinny, tall, short, muscular? Oh, yes, queen. I love them all. I don't discriminate and I don't judge them for who they are. We are all so special and unique as we are. Great. What is something you would like to say to others out there who are scared to come out because of homophobia and discrimination? Oh, honey, don't let those bullies keep you down. We are loud and proud. Speak your truth to the whole world because we need you on our side. We want you to be heard as you are. Yes, exactly as you are. We are on your side. Awesome. Thank you so much, Francis, for sharing your own words with us. I know that your experience will help so many others. Don't be homophobic and don't put up with it in your lives at whatever cost. And don't let people put their words in your mouth. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.